So most questions in the English language are object questions. They ask about the object. All right.
Okay.
But subject questions are different. They ask about the subject of the question. How do we know what's the object or what's the subject? Here, can you show me in this answer, where is the object and where is the subject?
Is written about 25 songs.
I want you to show
Okay.
me, where is the subject,
Okay.
and where is the verb, and where is the object in this sentence?
The verb, it's he.
Correct.
Okay.
No, again.
No, sorry. Written. He is written. Written is the verb.
Correct.
Okay.
So the verb is written.
Verb is written. Okay.
Yes.
Subject is he.
Right. Exactly.
Object it's sung.
That's it.
Or songs.
Correct. Right. Now, if you take a look at the second question here, can you read the second question?
Okay. Okay. What makes her husband happy?
Okay. And if we take a look at the question, at the answer, look at the answer.
Cooking.
Where's the subject, where's the object, and where's the verb here?
Cooking makes him happy. Cooking, the verb.
Are you sure?
No, makes.
Correct.
Verb.
Makes is the verb. Correct.
Okay. Subject اللي هو cooking.
Correct.
Okay. Happy
is an adjective.
تطلع him مثلا.
him.
أيوة him. Okay.
So here it's a bit different with subject questions, because we're not asking about the object, we're asking about the subject of the sentence. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
So for us, what's important is how can we spot, or how do we know if a question is a subject question or an object question? How do we know it if it's a subject question or an object question? There's an easy way to know it. Okay.
Subject questions does start with what, who, like this.
This is one thing. They usually start, it says we can make subject questions with who, what, whose, which.
Okay.
This is one way, correct. But there's an easier way to spot a subject question. Can you read the second point?
Okay. We don't use do, does, or did in the present simple and past simple subject questions. Who visits them most weekend? Not who does visit them most weekend. Who visit them most weekend, not who does. Okay.
تمام. And the next thing, it says they have the same word order as positive sentences. Take a look at these two examples. Do you like Swiss chocolates?
Who doesn't like this?
Who doesn't like? Very good answer. Yes. Okay. Now look at these. Look at these two answers. These two questions.
What does Raymond like? Who likes?
Okay. Now before we answer, let's look at the positive sentence first. Okay.
Okay. The first. Okay. Slayman likes Swiss chocolate.
Right. Now where is the subject here in this sentence?
Where is the subject?
Yes.
Subject is the Slayman.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Verb likes.
Correct.
Swiss chocolate اللي هي الobject.
صح. That's it.
Okay.
Correct. Okay. So now we know the grammar of the sentence. This is this is a classical simple sentence in English, subject, verb, object. Now,
Subject, verb,
now the
object.
first question, can you answer the first question?
What does Sulaiman like?
And can you give me a full answer?
Okay. Sulaiman likes Swiss chocolate.
That's it.
Okay.
So we can say Sulaiman likes all right. Now the answer is of course correct. But here in this question, when I asked what does Sulaiman like, what did I ask about? Did I ask about the object of the sentence, or did I ask about the subject of the sentence?
We know the subject, but we ask about the object.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm asking about the object. What does he like? What does Sulaiman like? I want to know what you like. So I want to know the object. The question is about the object, right? But take a look at the second question. Can you answer the second question?
Who likes Swiss chocolate? And here, ask about the subject.
Right.
Okay.
And what's the answer?
Okay, the answer, Sulaiman.
That's it.
Sorry. Okay.
You should just say Sulaiman, that's it. We just want to know the subject. That's it. We answered it. Who likes Swiss chocolate? Sulaiman. Right? And you can see clearly that we're asking about the subject in this question. And that's why if you find this in a question, if you find the S, for example, in a present simple question, it means it's a subject question. That's why we have it.
Okay.
And we can do the same story even with past simple sentences. For example, if I say, let's say, Sulaiman went to Tripoli last week. Right? This is a normal sentence. It's in the past, but it's also normal. Can you show me where's the subject in this sentence?
Okay, subject Sulaiman, went, verb, Tripoli, object.
That's it. So we've got again the same formula, the same format. And subject, subject, verb, object. Right. Now, can you make a normal question and a subject question?
Okay.
About this sentence?
Where did Sulaiman go to last week?
Excellent. Where without to in the end. Can you repeat it again?
Okay. Where did Sulaiman go?
That's it.
Last week.
Correct.
Okay. Where did Sulaiman go?
And how would you answer this question? Can you give me a full answer?
Okay. Okay. To Tripoli.
Correct. If you want a very short answer, to Tripoli is correct.
Tripoli.
But if you want to give a full answer?
Okay. Went. لا مش went.
Good. Correct. Correct.
Went to Tripoli.
Correct. Just add the subject now.
Okay. Okay.
And say it again.
Okay. Went to Tripoli last week.
Yeah. لكن تزيد حتى من هو اللي مشى يقولها.
Okay. Sulaiman. Okay. Sulaiman went to Tripoli last week.
بالضبط. لو بتعودها بتطلع زي كأن الجملة الأصلية. So it will look like this.
أيوة.
He went to Tripoli.
He went to Tripoli
last week.
He went to Tripoli.
And of course, if you want a really short answer, even if you say to Tripoli, fine. But if you want to put the verb, it's a little better if you include the verb. He went to Tripoli. Now, can you give me a subject question?
Yeah. Who who did go to who was in the Tripoli last week. Sig-
That's not bad actually. That's good. Let's write it. It's not the one I want, but it's correct, so we can use it. Can you repeat it again? Who?
Okay. Who was
Mhm.
travel to Tripoli last week, or who was
You don't have to use travel.
okay, who was in Tripoli? عادي short يعني. Who was in
Yeah.
Tripoli?
Who was in Tripoli last week, for example?
Okay, who was in Tripoli? Who was in Tripoli last week?
This is a good question. It's asking about, clearly it's asking about the subject, because we want to know
Okay.
the subject.
But you tell me what's the questions that around in your mind.
Okay, now what I want you to do is, I want you, before I tell you my question, I want you to give me examples of auxiliary verbs.
Example for the auxiliary verb.
Yeah, I want you to tell me all the auxiliary verbs you know.
Okay. And am is are.
Good.
Okay. Was, where.
Good.
Have, has, had.
Good.
Will.
Okay.
Could. Do, does.
Tamam.
Who did.
Good.
Okay.
These are the classical auxiliary verbs. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So in your example, it's not wrong, it's correct. Okay. But you used an auxiliary, right?
Mm-hmm.
You used was.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to give me a subject question using the same verb in the original sentence.
Okay. Who went in Tripoli? Okay.
That's it. So who went to Tripoli? Who went to Tripoli last week? Okay, now, is there a difference in meaning between these two questions?
Both the same, both in the past. What?
In meaning, there's almost no difference, to be honest, okay? It's almost the same. In grammar, there's a bit of a difference, but in meaning, there's no difference. The difference really is in here between the word went and was. Went is an action verb. Was is a state verb.
mean can ومشاء يعني okay.
So because when we say who was in Tripoli, it means he was there, his state, this is where he was. We don't know if he moved from another place or not. All we know is that he was present in Tripoli, right?
Okay.
But when
yes.
it means that he moved from point A to point B. But in conversation, there's no real difference بالحق يعني. في الكلام العادي واضح انت واضح هنا في السؤالين انك انت تسال على الاستماع تسال على السبجect. It's clear.
Okay.
So grammatically maybe small difference, but in meaning it's clear. Okay, so do you get the idea? Subject questions and
yes
object questions.
yes
So this is the idea.